Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
First time I've had a homeowner come out with a gun strapped to his hip.
Are you with Excel?
You can see your neighbors. He has a new one right there. You've probably seen a couple neighbors do like the little solar panels. Her daughter's going solar. What's going on, guys? We just got the hood. It's a Saturday morning. We're about to go hit some doors, see how many leads we can generate. I'm gonna self-gen today. Normally I am usually taking people out, but today I'm just kind of focusing on some doors, run a couple same days. So stay tuned, guys. We're gonna take you out on doors with us.
Need some solar, good sir?
Said he wants Jada running.
How's it going?
Good, how you doing?
Good. My name's Melissa. I just do the site reviews for the meter swaps. I'm like 90% sure Excel's already come by though to switch out the meters on the house over here. He just should have gotten you one of these. We're just making sure you guys know about the new program you're on. It's called time of use thing. So yeah, that's pretty much what most people are looking to, is either going back to residential rating if they're home all day or switching over to a net meter. The net meter is just the ownership meter. You've probably seen people put up like the solar panels, the windmills and stuff. They're not hitting the lottery. Usually what they're doing is they're taking all of the money that Excel's forcing them to pay towards their electric and then putting it towards something that they own so they don't have to pay an electric bill. So usually what I do is I just see how many times the meter spins. It tells you like on your bill or on the meter, or you can call Excel. I run a free report and I bring it back to you guys just so you guys can see what it looks like to stay where you're at or what it would look like to own your power. They're free to look at. Just takes like 2 seconds for me to grab the info. All right, man. All right, you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much. Dude, first time I've had a homeowner come out with a gun strapped to his hip. Did you see that? That's why I was like, you don't want to look at this? All right, no worries. Like, I'm not going to argue you with Mr. Good, like, you know, I'm not going to argue with anybody that has a gun on their hip. I'm like, all right. Yeah, like he had like a handmade Whoopsies. I don't even know if that'll work. How's it going? My name's Melissa. I just do the site reviews for the meter swaps.
I'm sorry, what?
I said, how's it going? My name's Melissa. I just do the site reviews for the meter swaps. I'm like pretty sure Excel's already come by though to switch out the meter. They already did your neighbors over here. So what they're doing, as you can see your neighbors, he has a new one right there. I know a lot of your neighbors are not staying on this plan. Your neighbor already switched over to residential rating. The neighbor next to him switched to a net meter. I'm not sure if you guys have ever looked into either of those before.
I have not.
Okay, so what we do is, you've probably seen like neighbors put up like solar panels, windmills, little things like that. They're not hitting the lottery. Usually what they're doing is they're just taking the money that they're giving to Excel here and they're putting it towards something that they own so they don't have to pay an electric bill anymore. My job's really easy. All I really look at is how many times the meter's spinning. So I can either check the meter or check a bill or call Excel. I run a free report and I just come back to show you what that looks like. Okay. Do you know roughly how much you pay for energy right now? 2 something? Yeah, so what I can do is I could tell you if we call Excel, they'll give me the kilowatt hour readings. Like I'll show you, I've gotten a couple of your neighbors' kilowatt hour readings. This guy over here doesn't mess around, huh? Yeah. He came with a gun on his hip. I was like, I just do site reviews.
He carries that all the time.
Okay, I was wondering. Yeah, definitely. I like started shaking a little bit. I was like, I literally just do site reviews.
I didn't want anything, I'm just lost.
I'll just get going. I don't even need to tell you anything after all. You can see it all online. Oh, I always knock and I take like a solid 6 feet back from the doors. And I usually like turn sideways or I'll turn all the way around and like lean on something. And that way, like if I hear the door open, they have to get my attention. I'm not just like sitting there waiting like. So I just make myself look busy all the time. Like I'm doing stuff on my phone. And usually I'm just like looking at other houses in the area, seeing which house I want to go to next, messaging in the group chat, but I just make it look like I'm super busy. So if they come to the door, they're gonna get my attention. Sorry. Sheesh. Cranky people. It actually looks like they're sitting down with a solar person currently. Look at them, they're on a computer right now and they're like sitting there like in meeting stance. They closed the door, so we'll see. Is there 3 or 4 in there?
3.
3, I've got 3 too.
One of my daughters and one is mine. I'm just here dog sitting.
But we can come back when your daughter's here.
Yeah, maybe you can come back a little bit later this afternoon. Come back.
Awesome, I will. You have a wonderful day. Bye, Linda. She loved me. Her daughter's going solar. This is like when you're walking up to houses, like this guy's not from Colorado, he's got Washington plates. Odds are he's not a local and he has no idea what's going, he or she has no idea what's actually going on in the state. So like little things like that make a huge difference. Take note of them. Like this guy's got a Tesla, doesn't have solar panels. Like what is he doing? What is he doing? So like when you're knocking doors, usually you can tell like what cars are primary and which ones are secondary. Like this one looks like it's a primary car. It's like as close to the door as you can get. Usually when they're farther away from the door, they're cars that they don't use. I usually don't knock those doors. Once I've done my spot knocking and I've hit like all the spot knocking, then I'll go back around prime time or again on a Saturday for the houses that weren't home or didn't have cars home before. Now this one looks like these are 2 secondary cars. There's no primary, which tells me they're probably also not home. And like they could be home, don't get me wrong, but you can usually tell by marks in the driveway if they park in their garage or if they park in the driveway, like there's black spots and stuff in the driveway, which tells me they probably park in the driveway normally. How's it going, man?
Hey.
I'll be super quick. My name's Melissa, this is Jay Sean. He's just training. I just do the site reviews for the meter swaps. I'm pretty sure Excel's already come by though.
Are you with Excel? Like, who are you guys?
I'm with Glide.
With Glide. What is Glide?
We look at getting free reports for the homeowners to see if you guys...
Well, we're renters.
Ooh. Hi. How's it going? Good. Hi, Nugget. My name's Melissa. This is Jay Sean. He's just training. I just do the site reviews for the meter swaps. The other thing a lot of neighbors are looking into is a net meter. I'm not sure if you've ever heard of a net meter or know what a net meter is. Excuse me. Oh my God, I'm allergic to grass, so this is tough. But my job's pretty easy. All I see, the meter spins, essentially. But I just see how many times the meter's spinning, how much you guys are using, and then I run a free report.
That's okay.
Okay, have you guys had one before?
I don't know, but thank you.
Alrighty, you have a good one. Man, I just kept sneezing on that guy. Toughest door I ever knocked, I'll never forget it. I was in Arvada. It was back in 2018. I was a setter. It was my first year knocking, and this lady had a no soliciting sign. And I knocked it. I like heard this noise coming out from like the side of the house. And this lady is like running out, like screaming at me. She's like, I have a no soliciting sign. I was like, I'm not soliciting, I'm not here to sell anything. I would never work with your company. Like, why wouldn't you just leave a card on the door? And I remember I was so new, like I didn't even know what to say to her. I was like, you're right. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Like, and I just like tried de-escalating the lady and there was no chance of that happening. She was like, I want your badge, give me your, what's your company's name? Give me your manager's number. I'm calling your manager. And I was like, okay, his name's Hadley. Like, I'm sure he'll be really happy to hear that. Like, I actually knocked on a no soliciting door, so I don't think they'll be upset with me. And I didn't know I was supposed to say that to homeowners back then, because that's when they were telling us, like, go knock no soliciting doors. Like, it doesn't matter. She's like, I can't believe you just said that to me. And I was like, oh shit, okay. So that was a really tough one. Whew. How's it going? Are you Nick?
Yeah.
I'm Melissa. I got a solar design for you.
Sorry, and don't take this the wrong way. I don't believe it.
Okay.
Not that this wouldn't be the case, but I'm still paying for it somewhere.
Yes, so you're making your payment to solar instead of to Excel.
Yeah.
We're redirecting the money that you spent to them at a fixed rate. Just like you kind of took a mortgage on a house, like you didn't get the house for free. You still pay a mortgage, but you give it to a bank and it's fixed. So like there's no landlord next year that can be like, hey, rent's going up, $100 a month. That's not the case, is you kept yourself at a fixed rate.
Okay.
But essentially right now you're in a situation where your bill builds no home equity. I would propose you redirect that to build home equity. Right now you have zero control over your power or your rates. If Excel tomorrow says your bill doubles, you're probably not gonna shut the lights off. You're probably just gonna pay it.
Correct.
This gives you the ownership of your power to keep it at a locked fixed rate. Right now your rate is not fixed with the utility. Right now you don't get clean energy, it's mostly dirty energy. I'd propose you move to clean energy. Right now there's no end date on the electric bill. You either pay it till the day you die or the day you move out. With solar you actually have an end date, so you know when the solar payments stop and you just overall own the power. How much do you know about the grid system that we're on?
I don't really know if I know that much about it. Well, yeah, but there's other power providers besides Excel.
Could you switch to them?
I don't know if they're in the area.
So how it works is Excel purchased this territory. So say you wanted United Power, say we could call United Power right now, they would not be allowed to service your home.
Yeah.
You'd have to move in order to have them as your power provider. So that's how that works, is you don't have another option. You say no to this, that's fine. You stick with the only option you got. And that's what makes our job so easy, is we're competing against America's last monopoly. Your decision is either own the power, take your power back, take the control back, or stick with the utility, do whatever they say, pay whatever they say, deal whatever they're doing.
You're gonna guarantee a fixed rate for whatever the life of the loan is. I don't know how many years. Charge me $100 or a fixed rate for basically the life of the solar.
Yeah, that's literally exactly how it works.
So there's no inflation associated with this business model.
No, it's inflation proof. That's why it makes so much sense. That guy he was the type of guy where like I probably could have pushed him into it today, but he would have canceled. And once you get really good at this job, you can kind of read the room. That he had already sat down with Sunrun, had a terrible experience with them. Very pushy guy. Sounds like even Sunrun didn't explain everything correctly, so he was still trying to get a grasp on what I was telling him. Sometimes with these older folks, like they really do need a little bit of time.
Well, slowly but surely.
We were gonna stop by super quick. We do the site reviews for the meter swaps. I'm not sure if Excel's done your meter as it's...
Mine's already been changed a long time ago.
Yeah, basically what we do is you've probably seen a bunch of the neighbors do like the little solar panels and the windmills and stuff.
Yeah.
They're not hitting the lottery, they just have to qualify for it. I've done a couple of them in here, so what I've done is take the money that people are basically spending to Excel and then redirecting it towards something that they own so they don't have to pay Excel anymore.
What was the solar panels cost? About 30 grand?
It's no money out of pocket as long as you qualify. So that's the tougher part is Excel's been shutting down a lot of the applications. So like, you can't be a criminal, you need to have decent credit, like taxable income within the home, no repossessions, no foreclosures, no bankruptcies. None of those can be on file. If you can do that, you get it $0 out of pocket. If we can't fund it off of what you're spending, we can't choose the home. Yeah, I just call the utility. They tell me how much the energy the home consumes. I run a free report.
267?
Yep.
248?
Here. They have like a conduit going up the house. That's literally just their electric panel. I'll ask them. Oh, I know, the scariest lady that there ever was. How's it going? We noticed, we were driving by, we saw a conduit going up the house. Do you guys like wire something into your guys' attic space? No, because we just...
You better back off. This one here.
No worries.
Yeah.
No worries. Yeah, we just do the site reviews for the meter swap, so I wasn't sure if they'd come by already to switch out your guys' meter.
I'm not going to hold this dog back much longer. You
Okay.
need to go.
Okay, all right, have a good one. Probably shouldn't keep their garage door open with dogs that attack. Oh, these people got the love is love thing. No human being is illegal. Water is life. Science is real. Women's rights are human rights. It's a deal. How's it going? No worries, we can come back later. We just do the site reviews for the meters. I said we can come back later. We just do the site reviews for the meter swaps. We just do the site reviews for the meter swaps. Did you guys get the new meter yet? I know this street's been...
I am no idea what you're talking about, so I get that.
Okay, Excel should have came by to switch out the meter by your electric panel from like the old analog meter to like a smart meter. This is kind of what we're just showing people. If they've already switched it, they've already put you on this. If they haven't, that's the new rate plan that you'll be put on here soon.
Okay.
Or what you could do is, there's actually five of your neighbors on the street that are looking at net meters. So it's kind of just like an ownership meter to own the power. You've probably seen a couple neighbors do like the little solar panels. Like I think this one over here is like the little solar panels, like the windmills and stuff. They're not hitting the lottery. What they're doing is they're qualifying through the utility to get it. So like this is one of your neighbors right here. What we were able to do is take the money that they're donating to the utility, redirect it towards something that they own at a lower fixed rate so they don't have to deal with this stuff. All I do is I just see how much energy the home consumes and I run the free reports. I bring them by and they're free for you guys to keep. So if you guys want to do it, great. If not, keep it. Let me just grab your name real quick. What was your name? And if for any reason it doesn't come back looking good, I won't waste your time. What's a good phone number to text you just to make sure?
720.
Do you own the house with anybody else or is it just you?
My husband.
Okay. Are you and him more home in the mornings or the evenings for me to bring that by?
All day. We work from home.
All day. Sweet. Well, you have a wonderful rest of your week and I'll see you on Monday. That's me.